Okay, today we are going to take a ride and a trip back in time. We're going to ride on the Liberty Bell out of the Liberty Square Riverboat station in Frontierland at Disney World. And the reason I'm doing this video is this ride will be permanently closing July 7th uh, to make room for a new expansion and retheming into cars. This ride was originally opened May 20th, 1973, and once you get on this, it's a steam-powered riverboat. You get on this boat, and the first thing you'll see is Tom Sawyer Island off to your right. And the whole ride is themed around what it would have been like on the Mississippi River back at the turn of the century. And it's a step back in time to where life was simple and wasn't as fast paced as what we're used to now. And as we're cruising along on the River of Americas, the captain will be making announcements of what we're going to be seeing and what side of the boat to be looking off from. He'll also make a lot of references to a young riverboat captain on the Mississippi called Mark Twain, who wrote a lot of enjoyable books about Tom Sawyer and his adventures. And as we come around, we're getting ready to approach Harper's Mill. It's a replica of a grist mill type area. And if you go over to the island, you can actually walk past and explore this area. And up ahead, we can see the raft that they'll use to carry you from Frontierland over to Tom Sawyer Island. So that's a enjoyable little adventure for the day. And I've made it back to the stern of the boat, and this is the business end of a steam powered riverboat. That's the paddle that propels the boat down the river. And back in the distance, you can see Frontierland going by. And here's some scenery as we're approaching Superstition Bridge. This takes you from the Harper's Mill area over into the area of Fort Langhorne. So how many people has ever walked across a swinging bridge? This is a good opportunity for the young kids to enjoy it. And now we're approaching Fort Langhorne. This is a replica of a fort that would have been built by the settlers for protection while they were expanding westward in our country. The fort has a lot of places you can climb and explore if you're over on Tom Sawyer Island. A really enjoyable time. And now we're approaching a small fishing hut with a gentleman sitting out here. He's just enjoying the day, watching the time go by, watching the riverboats go by, and you'll see a fish jumping occasionally in front of him. Wouldn't that be a great way to watch the day go by? And now we're coming up onto some Native American settlements. This is a Indian camp area, so showing some of the canoes that they'd use, the dwellings they have built. And also here's a different type of Indian settlement with teepees, and you've got some settlers out there and some dogs and stuff. So really enjoyable to just cruise by and just wonder what life would have been like back in the day. And up here, this is an area where could have been some pirates on the Mississippi that was looking to maybe stop some riverboats and do some stealing and some ill-gotten gains. So you never know what those guys would have been up to. But it's really a relaxing trip down through here. Just makes you wonder what life would have actually been like. And now we're making the trip back around, and this is the backside of Fort Langhorne. And if you look up towards the top, there's a gentleman up there that's exploring the fort as we're going by. And now we're making our way back into the Liberty Square Riverboat station. And remember, this ride will be closing July 7th to be rethemed into Cars Land. So if you get a chance, take one last cruise on the riverboat. And if you like this video, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell.